I feel like if the temperature was different in here, my personality would change.
I think it's giving you like energy.
No, it's for sure giving me energy. But like, I feel unpredictable. I feel like I'm not myself, and I can't be held accountable for any of my actions thus far. And moving forward.
I feel like we're different in every setting that we've been in.
I'm a Gemini, baby.
I'm not.
But you're a Scorpio. You got passion. You got fire. You got attitude.
Mysteriousness.
Oh, you think?
That's a Scorpio thing. Mystery.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your microphone's a little
like a limp
disheveled.
I'm not gonna say the D word right when we start, you guys. Okay.
Okay. So this is episode 131.
Say it with confidence, baby.
131. Okay, and I have a TikTok I want to show you.
We're starting with a talk.
We're gonna start with a talk because basically I saw this TikTok and it's the one titled Numbers, and I feel like this is us every episode when we talk about the numbers of the episode.
Oh shit. Okay. I'd love to get a little sneak peek of who I am.
And follow me all the way here, okay?
Okay.
1 is man. 2 is feminine. 3 is child. Child starts with C. C is the third letter. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So it takes a man and a woman to form a child. And by the way, unless you have a child, you're not a family. Because 1 man, 2 woman, 3 child, 1, 2, 3 equals 6. And 6 is a number of home and family. How deep does this go? Home, first vowel O. House, first vowel O. O is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6. It's there every single time. This is a code within the code.
Come on, is that not us when we do the numbers?
That's so true. 1 and 3 is 4.
Yeah.
4, 2 girls. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 is female.
Yes.
Females are
you
powerful.
You need 2 females to
make
do
a
the show. And a male.
Who's behind the camera. Damn, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
But did you follow it?
Not at all. I was like, once he said something, it took me 3 more times to go back to that first one to be like, I see what he was saying for that.
Okay.
But I totally love that because I think if you say something with speed and with quick cuts,
yeah,
I believe you.
And I think that you can also make anything out of numbers.
No, 100%.
Like we do it all the time. We're like, oh,
1
9
plus 3.
2 is 11, and that's my favorite number. So it's my favorite episode.
Exactly.
Definitely on a smaller scale. But it's wow, that was
Jesus.
Quite the itch.
You wiped your face as if it was like a car windshield.
Yeah. It really did.
Never seen it before. Never see it again.
If anyone's wondering, Ollie's over here in the corner,
sniffing about,
sleeping sound.
That's so embarrassing for us. Ollie's even sleeping through this episode.
So is Alex. He's really tired. He's rubbed his eyes like 3 times, but I think that at 20 minutes, he'll get so delusional that he'll laugh really hard at everything we said.
Thank God. No, I have this like theory about when I'm super tired. I'm like, if I just get through this hour, I'm going to be at my peak energy. Like it's 1 hour of tiredness and then I'm going to hit a fucking high and I can't be stopped.
You know why?
Alex, get ready for the bonus because you're going to lose your shit.
Because every mountain has one peak.
Every mountain is a waterfall. Totally, Alina. Totally. See, I'd say the opposite. Like every mountain, you're gonna hit the top, and then you're gonna go down to the bottom. You're gonna slide all the way down. Can't be stopped. It's a sled. It's a rolling ball.
Why does she sound crazier than that guy?
I told you, my personality isn't my own today. Yeah. It's the blast. I've been hitting. The thing is, we've started this episode later, and so I've been hitting with the blast for too long.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my bonus Sarah.
Yeah,
mode.
You are.
You know?
You are.
I'm not in my...
Because we gabbed for a bit before.
Yeah, we're gibbing and gabbing.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I tell you about something that I know you didn't watch?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank God. Nobody Wants This is out. I've been waiting for this for like a month. Nobody Wants This. It's a show on Netflix, you guys. It's a rom-freaking-com.
Oh, the one
with Seth Cohen from the OC. Seth Cohen. My first crush. Seth Cohen and Kristin Bell?
Oh, yes, the rom.
Yes, so you've heard of it.
Yes.
It's great. I love rom-coms. You love rom-coms.
I do.
The sweet.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's a show. It's 25 minutes. So I can bam, 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 bam.
Okay.
Get through it very quickly. And the whole show kind of centers around, do you know what it centers around? Or am I going to be telling you? You know what it centers around? Am I repeating myself here? Should I tell you? Okay. It centers around a rabbi dating Kristen Bell, who's like agnostic, you know?
Yeah.
And just kind of like.
Is rabbi spelled rabbit and then you just
drop the
T?
T? Yeah, it's a silent T.
That's crazy.
I know. It is crazy. I agree.
They probably get confused all the time.
I can't imagine they would.
For rabbits.
I doubt it.
Mariam, can you confirm that rabbit is spelled like rabbi?
Don't even need to look it up. Yep.
Because like when she said it, all I thought about was rabbit, and then I had no confirmation that was the truth.
We never need to confirm truth. We'll just believe anything. So you could have just gone on without this.
How have we not talked? 131 episodes in, and we've never talked about rabbit rabbi?
We haven't. We've never even brought up rabbis, I don't think.
This
is our first kind of foray into rabbis.
Why would we ever talk about the similarities between the spelling of the two words?
Because I'm always talking about how words mess you up like that.
But why wouldn't you say rabbi ribeye? Why would you say rabbi rabbit?
Because it's spelled like rabbit.
No, it's spelled like that, but doesn't it sound like ribeye? If you put it like the enunciation on a different place. We're getting way off topic, and this wasn't even my fault.
I know. It was me. I did it.
Thank you.
So when it's plural rabbis, is it rabbits?
Rabbits? No, it's rabbis.
Is there like any sort of tilde?
There's no T in rabbi, no matter which way you move it or spell it, even if you pluralize it.
So how is a rabbi spelled?
Rabi. Rabbi. Ribeye.
I thought you guys were saying that it's spelled rabbit this whole time.
No one thought there was a T.
I was like, wow, I was right. It is spelled rabbit.
So the cold's obviously doing something to Alina too, you guys.
So it's not spelled rabbit?
No.
You guys just told me it was.
You said
it's rabbit, drop the T.
Yeah, you said
like when
rabbit,
you
drop
say
the T.
it, you drop the T.
No. Like rabbit, there is no T in the spelling.
Like, why would you spell it rabbit?
Yeah.
I thought we were saying. Okay, so it's RABBI.
Yeah.
I did not make any sort of point at all.
None.
Okay.
I think you just like wanted to bring up rabbits, and this was your way to go about it.
I think I thought it was spelled rabbit, and the T was silent, and I thought that everyone was saying yeah.
Okay. Well, let me confirm. No T.
Okay.
Straight to the I, and then the word's over.
Okay.
So it's really cute. There's a lot of hijinks in regarding a rabbi and a non-believer, if you will.
Okay.
They get up to no good. And it made me think about, kind of deal breakers in this day and age. And like, I haven't finished the season, but I'm like 7 episodes deep, which is crazy for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm really sliding on through because I'm smiling a lot in the episodes. Like I'm getting those
needed
goosey
something
bumps.
to cleanse you after Chimp Crazy.
Seriously. I was looking for like cute sunshine. Like if you're looking for cute sunshine, it's the show for you.
Okay.
And
That's you.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, what's our religion? Like say, in this scenario with Noah.
Okay.
What's your religious thing that like you couldn't necessarily change about yourself? Like the rabbi, that's like in him. You know what I mean? That's like part of who he is, has his person.
Non-negotiable.
It's his non-negotiable. Like there's no way he's just gonna like, I'm not gonna be a rabbi anymore and this isn't gonna be a part of my life. Like it's his dream to like be the top rabbi at his synagogue.
Yeah.
Hope I'm saying everything correct in that moment. Thank you. And he's up for, main synagogue rabbi in the show.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what is your rabbi? What is your religion? Because we kind of grew up in a space where like, that's probably not, a religion isn't a deal breaker for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's not unless, what's it, the new Mormon wives? Maybe that's not a deal breaker for them anyways. But I feel like our generation, religion doesn't hold the same maybe value necessarily,
Yeah.
or maybe people aren't as religious.
Yeah.
So it's not as big of a deal breaker if
Yeah.
you're a different religion than your partner.
Yeah.
But we all have our non-negotiables.
Yes. What would be mine? I feel like something that just like could not change about myself.
Yeah, like what's something that's so ingrained in you that's like a part of you, that's like just not even like a personality trait. It's just like, oh, like if I couldn't do this, or if my partner didn't accept this thing about me that maybe I do a little bit differently,
Yeah.
then I don't know if it would work out.
Being close to my family? Like,
That would be a monster. You're describing a monster. No, I agree with that. But you want me to give you my weird one?
yeah, please.
Okay, I think that may help. So I was thinking about it, and like I'm kind of weird in the fact that like I'm basically a witch. Like I want to do Yeah, I know it's October soon, everyone, but I'm not saying that. Like I want to always do like weird alternative medicine first.
Okay.
And like that's probably weird about me. That's not the same as everyone. Like I'm like, oh, well, want to fix that? Let's go to like an acupuncturist. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you have soreness in your neck? Like let's find a sound healer. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm looking to do weird shit first before trying something that's more westernized.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone was like not into that or didn't kind of like support me in that direction, I'd be like, this is not going to work out because he is going to constantly think I'm a crazy person. So that's my religion, is my witchcraft.
Yes. I could see that.
Yeah.
Can you give me mine?
Let me think about yours.
Like, I feel like it's easier for somebody else.
To see you.
Yeah. Like something that is just like, maybe I'm just boring, you know?
No,
Like,
you're not boring. Don't go down that path. How dare you? How dare you? No, I don't think that's it. I just think like, I guess like,
Oh, if someone was like, you need to read. It's not going to work out. No.
I'm trying to think like I was trying to think of in a ways like you're such a creative person. Like I think you have such a good vision. Maybe if someone didn't see that about you, like if someone like I feel like you really bring a lot of good ideas to the table. You're kind of a good thinker in that sense.
Yeah.
If someone didn't see your vision, and if someone didn't trust your judgment,
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Like you're kind of the creative director, I would
Oh.
say.
Thanks.
So, you're freaking welcome. I'm a witch and you're a creative director.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just like,
Maybe really value your opinion. Maybe that, well, okay, I want people to value my opinion. I'm
yeah.
not saying
Yeah.
But like I see like,
Maybe if someone was like, you have to be vegan, like,
oh, you think like you're,
I don't think I could do it.
okay, so that would be the reverse then. So if somebody, you would never go with someone else that was vegan.
No, I could be with somebody else that was vegan.
But if
It's
they
more
wanted
like
it for
yeah,
you.
yeah, like I don't eat meat, so you have to
Yes.
not. That'd be really tough.
Yes, dietary lifestyles are basically religious values.
Or if I was with someone that was like, "Oh my god, fast food's disgusting," I'd be like, "Let me eat In-N-Out."
Do you really consider In-N-Out fast food? Come on.
It is.
Is it though? Like I feel like In-N-Out and Chipotle are like kind of like a level above. Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
But let's be real. Alex has had horrible food poisoning from both. So how
But Alex,
how
I feel
good?
like draws in food poisoning. Like you know
He
how like
does.
women like when you're on your period and you go in the water, you're like, oh, we're basically drawing the sharks near to us. Like,
Yeah.
Alex is that same thing on land for food poisoning.
Yeah.
Food poisoning finds him. He doesn't find food
I
poisoning.
completely agree.
Thank you.
He's like, give me the meat with the food poisoning.
Exactly. He like goes in there and like winks. He's like, you guys got E. coli.
Yeah. I want to be the next news.
Oh my God,
News
Alex would
headline.
totally be the kid on the news for sure.
I'm
could see that.
surprised
for
he
him.
hasn't been interviewed. Like,
Have you been on the
so
news?
tell us how it went. You know, like tell us how the food poisoning went. How did it start?
How did it start, Alex?
Yeah.
When's the last time you got food poisoning?
The time that I puked in my girlfriend's car was the last time I got it. Yeah.
That was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
That wasn't food poisoning.
That
Though.
was food poisoning.
Come on.
Definitely food.
We're unsure.
We're
But then
pretty
what
sure.
they confirmed.
We're pretty sure. We're pretty sure it's by food poisoning.
We're
But like
not
everyone
sure.
made that too, and everyone else was
Yeah,
fine.
everyone else is fine.
So crazy how
Yeah.
that
I know.
happened. See, food poisoning does find you.
It does. I'm a magnet.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I'm obsessed with Nobody Wants This, and it's about two girls that have a podcast. So why aren't you guys watching?
I would love to watch it. I didn't
you.
even know. But what is it that nobody wants in the show?
Nobody Wants This is the name of the podcast.
Okay.
Maybe that's like they're like doing a play on like there's so many podcasts. I don't know.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. But it's really cute, and I think you would really like it, and it does give you like all those rom-com feels in a series.
Okay.
And I think like, did you watch The OC? Jesus Christ!
I know.
I'm feeling like maybe you have homework to do. Like
I
maybe
watched
watch
Laguna
The OC.
Beach instead.
No,
And the Hills.
no. Well, I'm not saying don't watch those because those are obviously cult classics. But if you want the real deal, you got to watch OC season 1. Seth Cohen.
Yeah.
Before you watch Nobody Wants Us. But now let me say this. I know we're going to move forward and we're never going to talk about this again. And I know you're not going to watch either show. So should we move on?
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it today.
No, you won't.
I will.
Okay.
And I will prove that I will because it came highly recommended from you.
Thank you.
And it wasn't a reality.
No, it's not a reality. It's real
Yeah,
deal.
exactly.
Will you watch The OC?
Oh,
See, now I'm losing you. What about The OC makes you not want to watch?
because I watched Gossip Girl.
This is better than Gossip Girl.
I don't think the OC is better than Gossip Girl.
Okay, I just said a very bold statement, but I said that in order to get you to do what I wanted you to do. So you're right. It's not necessarily better than Gossip Girl, but it is top tier and potentially in line. And especially season 1, you will get so many feels.
Okay.
Like, I would
watched,
not
One
say-
Tree Hill.
I appreciate that. And I want you to continue to watch One Tree Hill.
Yeah. So you appreciate all my extracurriculars, but you
But
want
this
me
is
to.
such a high level TV show.
Yeah.
It is of our generation.
It is. It is.
I still remember when people like discussed it at soccer practice in high school. Like, this was what we had to talk about.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is all we had.
I know. So given that Kristin Cavallari and Mark, what's his name?
Mark.
Okay.
Mark something or other.
Is he
Mark from Montana.
gonna be back making Montana Boys TikToks? Because they took a break.
I heard that something happened with them, like they fell off. This is all in the same sense. I heard that Montana
Whoa.
Boys fell off, and then I heard that Mark and Kristin broke up. That was literally in one sentence to me.
But I thought that because of the breakup, he'll be back on Montana Boys.
He has to be. He has to be now. I mean, he's got
Like
nothing
how
but
we
free
say
time.
it. Like,
To be fair, I thought this was going to be the Romeo and Juliet of our generation. And
No.
I am heartbroken.
come on.
I
could see that it wasn't.
I was overjoyed at the possibility that they were going to make it and last and get married and have babies.
Wasn't the age gap just like really a lot?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
But I literally listened to a podcast with them 2 days ago, having a great time, giggling and laughing. And now this?
Yeah, but weren't there red flags?
I don't know. What is a red flag? Is the red flag the age?
A red flag is,
I mean, I know what a red flag is, but what was their red flags?
I don't know. Do you think that who do you think is going to come out on top in the
Kristin,
breakup?
I mean, she's like number 1 in the world. I think she's like really top tier.
Yeah.
I really like Kristin.
I do too.
I feel like she's a badass.
Yeah.
And I just think she's a cool mom. And I feel like every time I listen to her, I'm like, that's a great thought, Kristin. I think she's a freaking badass. And she's like kind of the girl in high school that What? You don't agree? You don't agree Kristin's a badass?
No, I just mean I'm still reeling from you saying I think they're gonna be the Romeo and Juliet of our generation. He's 24.
He's star-crossed
he's
star-crossed lovers.
He's 24 dating a MILF. Like that's all he's
Yeah,
doing.
I thank you.
You thought this was gonna be like he's gonna step up and be a stepfather?
Yes.
While
I
being
thought
while
they were-
being a TikTok 24-year-old?
Yeah.
No offense to him, I know nothing about him, but from that base outline,
I
24
grew up in the mountains,
hot,
Alex.
a hot dancing 24-year-old.
Wait, let's clarify. They are
He's
not dancing. They are walking towards the camera.
Even okay, so literally
Somebody a fan?
just
No, we did their TikTok.
so just a hot dude walking towards the camera at
Yeah.
24 years old. He's gonna step up and be the stepfather to a 37-year-old's kids.
I thought maybe he had stamina. I thought maybe he had the energy, of a young buck who was ready to take on 3 children. It takes a young man energy to raise 3 kids.
He probably has a lot in common with them.
I feel
He probably
better.
does.
They probably have the same TikTok algorithm.
I also thought like they were a cute, fun fling, but I was like,
Fling.
they're
The way
not
they
gonna be
discuss-
together forever.
The way
like,
they
Fling.
discussed each
oh,
other.
she's not gonna find her person.
The way they discussed
with
each
him.
other made it feel like that they were endgame. The way they talked about each other.
And wait, wasn't there a clip of like him and her talking where she's like, "Did you know that I was a mom?" And he was like, "Yeah." Like, and he just like didn't. He didn't like. She's asking him all these like romantic leading questions, and he has just like such short responses.
Yes.
Okay, so sorry.
Very
he's
much
boring.
so giving young 20-year-old.
Yeah, giving like I've got no thoughts going on in my brain.
Maybe
right
he's nervous.
Why?
Why am I defending this? I think it was just like a 2v1 situation. My back was against the wall, and all of a sudden, I'm riding Mark as if I'm like, he's the man of her
now.
dreams.
Riding Mark as if you're Kristin.
Oh, God, too far. I'm married with a child.
So was she. She is 2.
Three.
Three. Sorry.
Yeah.
All I meant was like, I felt like Kristin was with Jay Cutler, and I really feel like he kind of put her down for years.
Yeah.
I feel like he was a real, what's the word? He was a real toxic relationship for her. Sorry for the kids. I don't want to put that out there for the kids. What I'm saying is I was happy that she seemed really happy. And now love's dead just as October begins.
I think it's nice that you love.
Thank you.
And you clearly have a pattern here where if someone says they're in love,
I'm so diehard.
you're down for it.
I'm down.
You're
Hope
down.
it works out.
And that's sweet. But I definitely didn't think that they were like
Endgame.
and that yeah.
I'm so I don't know how you didn't see it, but I'm glad somebody did because I'm over here heartbroken. It seemed like, wow, just ignore the word I just fucking said. It seemed like all the men she found of her generation, all them oldies out there, were kind of just like intimidated by her success and were kind of like jealous. All the fucking men of appropriate age couldn't handle her. That's what I got.
Well,
from
she's
listening to
also
the
a
pod.
woman with a ton of confidence.
Yes, guys were not able to handle that confidence. They
Yeah.
were trying to put baby in a corner.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've tried to say that sentence a lot of times on this podcast, and you've always said like I don't think anyone's gonna get it, and I said it again.
I've never seen the movie.
Neither have I.
Okay.
Neither have I. I just want to clarify. I have no idea what that means. It's the movie is way.
I think
too
her
old for my
name is
generation.
Baby, and it's like
Really?
don't put her in the corner.
You're serious.
Yeah, has nothing to do with an actual baby.
Interesting.
That's what I've learned recently.
I wonder if Alex knows. No, he's younger than us. He won't know.
No,
either,
Alex
guys.
knows a
Dirty
lot of
Dancing.
old stuff.
Yeah, he knows the movie title, but he doesn't know the reference.
I know the reference.
Oh, what's
Where he
the-
puts
what's-
baby in a corner.
Oh, okay, what's the reference?
Isn't it like the dad is like?
No, I don't know either. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
seen it.
All right.
So,
Alan,
wait.
we just said.
He was trying to talk though.
I was trying to explain the reference.
I thought you.
I was trying to explain the reference, and you're like, nobody knows it. I'm like, I'm trying to explain it.
I thought you were more questioning it, like,
yeah,
isn't it? And I'm like,
that's what
I
I
don't
was.
know.
I was asking you whether it was that. or
Thanks,
not.
Selena.
But I thought I was
Now
explaining.
we're all
it.
mad at each other.
But back to it.
Wait, so
They were dating for 7 months. Sarah.
And for 7 months, I was so happy for them.
Yeah.
oh my god, you don't even speak this highly of like who else?
Ben and J-Lo.
No, I
they
did
do.
speak
No.
very highly of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
really excited for that romance, you guys.
Yeah.
The movie kind of took it down for me, but I love love.
Yeah.
I think this was lust.
Love.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
lust.
Love versus lust. This is lust.
So you think she dumped him?
I can't tell you.
Given
who dumped
Alex's
with
track record, he can speak on this.
Yeah. I don't know if he was thinking, man, I could be a great father.
Okay.
I
okay.
don't know if he
It
was going
seemed
there
like
thinking that.
from the podcast I listened to, he was ready to be a dad.
Mm.
He's from Montana. Maybe they have babies early.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying. Maybe
And
they
then
do.
and then he filmed himself walking towards the camera again and got a million DMs like, I want to have your babies.
Yeah. So wait, what is the baby in the corner thing? I thought you were going to tell us what it was.
Yeah, what is
I'm
the-
pretty sure in Dirty Dancing it's like this is an age gap relationship also.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and it's like the guy in the scenario is like standing up for his like younger lover against her like controlling dad, I think.
Jeez.
And her name is Baby?
I don't know if her nickname, yeah.
I wish I had
Was that right?
baby. That sounds cute.
Okay.
They're not letting her dance,
Yeah.
and he like the whole
But-
movie's about dancing.
Oh, my God.
He goes over and he's like, "No one puts baby in a corner," and he like grabs her and they start dancing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can we just take a pause and say
Yeah.
You
During-
have not taken a pause this whole time.
Yeah.
what was going on in like that generation where like it was like, oh, the teens are dancing. There's like movie after movie after movie where it was like, we can't let the teens dance. We can't let them dance. Footloose. other dancing movies? What
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Grease.
Grease.
I don't think they ever stopped kids
No,
from dancing
they
in
did.
Grease.
It was like
in
get
Grease?
the kids from stop.
I think they just needed
No, in Grease, it
In
was
Grease, they were chopping them to get off the dance floor because they were doing too dirty.
yeah, they were.
But that's
grinding.
what I mean. They're like
They were bumping grinding.
they were bumping and grinding. It's
Yeah.
like let them dance. Literally, exactly, Kate. Exactly. They were basically doing this, and they were told to leave the floor.
I think they just needed a what's the word? What do you need in
Chaperone.
what do you need in a movie?
Actors. Directors.
Climax? No.
Plot.
You know when they're like you
A
butt
conflict?
heads. A conflict.
West Side Story. They were singing, they were singing and dancing in that one too.
They needed some
But
sort
that-
of conflict.
That was a musical. They didn't.
Sorry,
they
you're
didn't
right.
have
you're
them
right.
stop.
I got confused with the whole dancing bit.
What about High School Musical? Were they allowed to dance? in
This
there?
was the 2010s.
No,
The
they
tw-
were allowed to
2000s.
dance then.
It was 2000s, yeah.
But isn't it weird how like dancing was like everyone's
Yeah,
thing?
no, you have a point.
Like it's strange.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alina.
Yeah.
Anyways. Mark and Kristin are over. Hopefully they get back together and we can all just keep our fingers crossed until
Speaking
then.
of what we were saying before,
What?
something about ages. Can you pull up that TikTok?
Yeah, yeah.
Alina's go-to move today is like, grab that TikTok. What's
Is
this
that
one
a
about?
diss?
No, I just like I love that your what's up, what's good is TikTok, and my like, hey, what's going on, what's happening is like Instagram. So we both look at different things.
Yeah, we
thank
do.
God we bring
Yeah.
different things to the table. I'm like,
this was like
yours is
watching
numbers.
This is like watching Alex talk about us.
oh God. Uh-oh. Alex is a blonde girl.
Yeah.
What year does a person have to be born to be considered old?
Anything before the 2000s.
I was born in 2006, so anything under 2000s is mad. On status, bro, I'm telling you.
Like 1999.
If you're born in the 90s, I would say probably 1995.
Anywhere before 1990, you're getting on a bit, I think.
25 is quite old. No, like not old, but like getting it closer
Getting
to
on
30.
Oh.
27, around about then. 27, 28.
2 years on, and I'm over the hill.
Technically, yeah.
My sister's 30 this year, so I believe the 90s are considered old.
Every time you hear 2000s or
Oh.
everything is just like modern. But whenever you hear 90s, you just think old. Yeah, you just think 90s, 80s, just old-fashioned.
1980.
Oh.
Probably same 1980s. If you're born in that era and later, it's like, okay.
Damn, you can't pick when you're born, people.
No. I was like,
Well, again, as I said, if you say it in an English accent, they're not wrong. You know, like
true,
they
it's true.
everything they said, I was like, well, you know, the way they're saying it.
2000s. Anyone born in that's crazy. Then Alex is old.
Well,
In what world? She's like,
Nice.
how did it feel for you hearing them say that?
yeah, Alex, how'd it feel to be on our side?
It felt bad. I had to spend some time with some early 20s this weekend, and it was a shock to the system. Yeah.
You've been through so much.
My back was hurting. I felt so old.
I feel
I was
that.
coughing like I had a smoker's cough. It was bad.
Wait, do you smoke?
No, I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was kidding.
Isn't that funny?
Playing up
Just
the old.
like how you don't feel old until you walk into a room where you're not the youngest anymore.
Yeah, probably how Kristin felt when she walked into a room when Mark was in there playing on his Nintendo Switch.
You know, a Nintendo Switch, that could be anything to me. Like you have to say like Nintendo 64. That's the only reference.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess like I was thinking about this the other day because you know I round for my benefit.
Yeah.
Anything
You
in
do
any
round.
direction, I will round to my benefit. And for so long in my life, I was like, I was born in '89. I'm an '80s girl. Like that was sick.
Yeah,
And
when
now
people
I'm
would
like-
tell me that I couldn't claim the 80s,
No,
I'd be like, but I can.
I can. I'm 89.
And then I was like, I'm not in the 80s at all. I'm basically 1 month away from the 90s. So
Exactly. Now I'm like, well, you guys,
So
I'm near
every
the
time they
90s.
said that, I'm like, oh, well, I'm in the 90s. I'm not in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't claim 80s
not
at
in the
all.
80s.
I was barely born, so I can basically say like I came to terms with my intelligence mid 90s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like around 95. Like, did I become aware? Like, I remember.
Yeah, when I was 5, I was
exactly.
It was 95.
Exactly.
So like that's the age that they're talking about. That's what I was also.
I know. And the only time I ever feel old is like when I look in a mirror. So I feel young at heart in my head all the time.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm singing to music, I'm like, all the kids listen to this.
You feel old when you look in the mirror?
Oh yeah. Oh,
you don't see yourself. You're the same.
No, I know. I am the same, but I hold my baby next to me and I see that kind of fresh newborn skin compared to my elder Caucasian wrinkled skin. And that's the like real determining
She has
factor
really good skin.
between like fresh youth. This is how I would talk about young kids. When they wake up, they're refreshed. When I wake up, it looks like I hit a truck. And I'm like, there's nothing refreshing about me. And that's fine.
You don't look rejuvenated when
I
you
do
wake
not.
up?
Sleep does nothing for me. Sleep does not make me look cute in the morning. I actually look my best end of day. When I'm going to sleep at night, I'm like, this is when people should see me. This is my best, not the morning.
Interesting.
I know. And that's fine. It is a privilege, as Cameron Diaz says, to get old.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
So I'm getting older.
But I just don't think you're even in that stage where you need to be like, I'm old.
I'm old and gray with wrinkles. Like,
you're so young.
Yeah, I know.
You're so
I'm still
young.
in the first third of my life, but compared to an 18-year-old, I'm elderly. What did you think you would be doing at 35? When I saw a 35-year-old at 18, I was like, put him in the grave. I was like, you are old as fuck. At 35, I was like, if you don't have a mansion and 5 kids, you haven't done it.
Oh, I know. I'm so sad I ever thought like that.
I know.
I told a 25-year-old that he was old.
I agree. I would have agreed. At the time.
I was 21. Like, it was like 4 years difference.
You're like, I'll never be that old.
That is so rude.
No, I know. I think of like the elderly ladies that I first worked with when I moved to LA. They were probably mid-30s. I thought they were 50.
See, the difference is I worked with someone that was like probably like 80.
Oh, you've worked with a real elderly.
Real elderly.
Okay.
And so I was like, that's old.
Okay, so
It gave me
anything below 80
was
you're
fine.
fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
and she was working.
So that's a good experience to have then. Like,
Yeah.
let's put young kids with an actual elder, okay? Then they're going to look at us and be like, those bitches are rejuvenated.
Yeah.
They are full of life. They're full of vigor.
Yeah.
They're still moist like that hippo you mentioned a couple weeks ago. By the way, speaking of moist, people were constantly being online, like copying Alina, being like, I want to be as moist as that Moodang. I was like, Alina said it first. Okay. So
I probably didn't say it first. Like,
oh, you didn't?
well, I mean, I didn't see anyone else say it, but it's not
Oh. Well, I was like,
it's not a
that's
unique thought.
Well, that was the first time I
But
heard
I
it.
appreciate you
Thank you.
backing me up like that.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, she does get hosed down constantly.
But when I get hosed down, I get drier. Like even at my most moist.
you need
I'm
like she's like being coated with slime.
Exactly. That's
I'd
what
also have to say on Moodang, like her mom is so uninterested in her. Like I've been seeing
That's
more
really
and
sad
more,
to me. That's really sad.
more and more TikToks of like people being like, her mom like gives literally no F's about her. Like she's just eating and she's just like running around. Like her mom has never once cared
Well,
for her.
Do you want to know what that's all about? There's this new thing in parenting.
Oh my God.
It's called actively ignoring. Okay? It's a
She is not the pygmy hippo does not know about this.
She's heard about it. She's read books on it. The hippo knows that the new thing in parenting is called active ignoring.
Are you practicing this?
I can't.
I wouldn't be able to.
Honestly, the issue is I've actually responded to some DMs
Imagine?
about this. Because, okay, say I have an only child. I can't actively ignore that she is actually
So
by
why
herself.
are you out here promoting this kind of philosophy?
I think you need 2 kids to actively ignore so they can actively engage and I could ignore. But I'm her general practitioner. Like I'm her plaything. Okay? So like I do put on a matinee and a main stage every single day for her. Who else is going to perform for this baby besides me?
Yeah.
Nobody?
Is she entertained by anything else?
No, she doesn't like anyone else but me. Unfortunately. But I am very funny and very entertaining. So I get it. She has a star and then anything else is second best. What can we do?
Yeah.
No, but I do try to have her play things by herself. But, she doesn't like herself as much as me, too.
Yeah.
And we'll wait. Maybe once she's 5, she'll need some space. But until then.
Maybe she just needs some better toys.
No, I mean, I got endless toys. And I always think about that. Should I just have like 3 trucks and she'd be fine? People always say, you give your kids too many toys, they don't even know what to play with. You need 3 trucks.
Yeah.
They're good. I have too many toys. She's probably overwhelmed with the amount of toys she has. Anyways, back to pop culture, you guys.
Do you hear somebody talking?
No,
It's me.
No. Earlier than this, just a few minutes ago, you said that you were still in the first third of your life.
Yeah, first third.
So you think you're going to grow to be 105?
Of course.
Oh.
Alex, that's why I'm a witch doctor.
Right.
I take care of myself with acupuncture, with healing of the sound, with light touches, light therapies.
Gotcha.
I don't like talking about this.
What, dying?
103, baby.
Yeah.
I'm 1/3 in my life. I got so much time to go. We don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Alex. Are you in your first third or is this
No,
your third?
I would have thought this was the second third.
Oh, second third. Yikes. Wow.
I would
You're
like
going quick.
26. That'd be what, 52?
That is-
78? 78? That's actually probably...
You're going to get closer to 78 and you're going to take that back.
No, I'm right on the third. 78 is like the average lifespan for a man in America.
Don't
What?
you wanna
How do you know that?
Don't you want to do better than that? Don't average. Rise above.
Round up.
I eat
damn.
Chipotle like every day. You think
Yeah,
I'm
but
making
you've
it to
only got
100?
E. coli once. You're
Yeah, but
fine.
whenever they have whenever they interview those old people, they're always like, "What'd you do?" And they're like, "There's gonna be like, I ate Chipotle every day, and I was
That's
fine."
true.
Could be
That's
that.
true.
That could be when I finally get on the news.
No, you know what I said, you guys. You die when you run out of things to say. So keep being interesting. Keep finding shit to say.
Yeah.
Once you start repeating the same stories, you know you're circling the drain.
That's
If
so
you run
good.
out of shit, you're
That's
ending
so
it.
good.
Thank you. So since I'm really chit chatty, 103, baby. That's all I got.
Don't.
Fine, 104. I'll go to 104.
No, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Okay, well,
Do you have anything to say, or should I just keep going?
no, I want to talk about the ridiculous conspiracy theories floating around. Okay,
Ridiculous. We'll put
so
that in
I'll
quotation.
try to. Well, I don't know if it's ridiculous. I haven't done much research on it, but just hearing it made me laugh.
That's how we should start every sentence. I'm not sure if I've done any research on this, but
I think that's implied.
yeah.
There's some stuff we do a lot of research on, but there's some stuff we do not. Okay, so basically, there's a theory going around that Beyonce and Jay-Z had Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, and somebody else all killed so that they would become more famous. And then the next part of the theory is that two-parter that when Kanye West interrupted Taylor's speech.
Oh no, we're bringing in Taylor?
Yeah, we're bringing in Taylor.
Damn.
He was actually just doing it to save her life.
Taylor's life?
Taylor's life. Because if she
got too big,
he didn't deflect onto Beyonce in that moment, they would have come after Taylor and killed her too.
Shit. So we should be thanking Kanye for
And
saving
there's,
Taylor?
Like, everyone, like, there's a lot of people that believe it. Like, if you go to Beyonce's Instagram, like,
people are writing like, hey, did you kill Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Do you think she's going to answer? Okay. So for this specific scenario,
What the fuck are we talking about?
How?
You're just diving right in.
Yeah. How? You know, so I like to start with how. How did they do this? It seems, quite literally impossible, but I am really thankful that Taylor's still here.
And who?
And
who would have killed Taylor?
Well, we don't. We don't need.
What
to
was
know
that
who.
thing that we used to learn in school, like the who, what,
5
when,
Ws?
why?
Who, what, where, when, and why?
Yes, that was in
5
regards
Ws, 1
to
H?
something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, what was that about? Like
I
finding
think it
a
was
murderer?
a story. Nope, I think it was like I don't think we were
We're
being,
all being private.
yeah, detective class.
We should have taken a detective class.
We should have.
Can you imagine like finding clues, piecing things together?
Yes.
Girls are already kind of detectives at heart, so this would have really elevated that for us.
I agree.
Yeah, this is the 6 basic questions to ask when gathering information.
Wow, we are information. We should have just called this podcast "Information Gatherers."
That'd be a
Is
terrible
that
name.
also what you do for I Spy?
No, you just spy something,
Yeah.
and people ask you questions.
The who, what, when, why?
Nope.
Now,
It just kind of rhymes with that. That's why I spy with my little Y. Who, what, where, when, and why. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
you are into rhyming. It seems.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like the tangent episode for me because like
I know,
I'm just
'cause
gonna
you're
go in
starting.
another way. Okay, so crazy theory, right?
I mean, that's
and
pretty
like,
insane.
thank you, Kanye, for saving Taylor's
Yeah, I
life.
appreciate that.
Because she gave us these hits that
Album
we
after
just like
album after
can't live
album.
without.
Thank
and
you,
like
Lena.
Sarah has become a happier, more wholesome person because she has her music.
Thank you.
And crazy that he saved her life like that.
I know. Little did we know we were supposed to be thanking Kanye instead of being mad at him.
Exactly.
That was such a crazy moment.
Oh, and that Adele split her award with Beyonce when she won because she didn't want to die either.
Stop. It is so crazy how people can piece random things together and then
I
just
think we could make conspiracies.
You got it.
We can make them.
No, we should make one.
Like we could make a number conspiracy.
Oh fuck! I
You know,
can't.
like
I don't think I'm that good at counting to get past like a couple. You know, like I can't add too many things together to make this crazy conspiracy. It'd be like
they're
one.
just kind of adding 1 through 10s. I think you can do that. Is that your foot?
That's my leg.
Oh,
I'm so tall.
okay. That was what I wanted to tell you.
Well, I'm gonna look more into this, and maybe next week we'll have more information regarding the conspiracy to see how plausible is this.
Yeah. What we would rate it 1 through 10.
Yeah. 10 being
Really
it happened.
good. Yeah.
1 being no possible way
no
they have
possible.
it.
Alex, what do you rate it 1 through 10?
0.
What are you eating though?
Rich peanut butter crackers.
I always like to know.
Yeah.
There's no way this is real.
I know. But you know, the point of this was they wanted to become more famous. And you know what? That's the thing is like you can't, if you throw out that, then you're like, oh, a celeb does want to be more famous. So then people are like, oh, is that really not that plausible? You know? So if the thing was they wanted, I don't know, something else, I'd be like, oh, they don't really want that. They don't need that. But to be more famous, it's so good. It just might work.
I know.
You know?
I know.
No, I think Beyonce is so above that. Again, like Taylor's above the PR thing. Beyonce is so above that. She doesn't need that shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have to try to be famous. She's just
But
famous.
also like,
Did they?
Like, you know how I like to entertain it for a second? Like, crazy.
Well, if you saw a TikTok on it.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Bless you.
The conspiracy theory can be so connected that you're willing to believe anything.
Yeah.
Did you see it on TikTok? Is that where you saw it?
Yeah.
Can't go there.
Yeah.
Can't go there.
And like people are invested.
Oh, of course people are invested.
Yeah.
Well, any kind of celeb couple like that, you're hooked.
Yeah.
So
completely.
Can I tell you about another show I'm watching?
Yeah.
And how that relates to...
Look at you on TVs.
I know. Corbin likes me so much more because I'm back on TV. He's like, this is so fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time too.
I'm sure it's difficult.
With a partner that's like, I don't want to watch anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, just talk to me for the next 4 hours.
Yeah.
He's like, can't we watch something? I'm like, no. Okay. So we're watching this other show and it circles into so many things we're obsessed with. It's called Terror. It's an old AMC show and it's on Netflix. Has anyone heard of it? Okay. Kate's seen it. Anyone else? Great.
Never
Kate
heard
doesn't
of
even
it.
have a mic in front of her and she's the only one that's seen it. So this relates to many things that we're obsessed with. Number one, it's in the 1800s. And I hope I said that right because it's like 1845. So is that the 1800s? Or is that the 1900s? Is it the 1700s?
Yeah, you're thinking about centuries.
Oh, I'm talking
Centuries
about
are always ahead.
So it is in the hundreds. I am saying this correctly. And it's about explorers from England that are trying to find the Northwest Passage through like the Antarctic. This is a true story. It really happened. Wait, no, that's not a conspiracy. It's actually real. You were looking at me like it was the Jay-Z Beyonce thing. Their two ships get stuck in the ice and everyone motherfucking perishes. We know the ending before it starts. Okay. So there's so many things I want to discuss. Number one, like we said,
Titanic before Titanic.
it's Titanic before Titanic, except worse because no love, no love.
Isn't it kind of the same?
No, it's horrible because isn't Titanic in like the early 1900s? Okay. So this is the 1840s. They were sleeping on like what's it called? I was going to call it a kayak, but it is not a kayak.
Cots.
It is a thing that
Hammocks.
a hammock. Thank you. These men were sleeping on hammocks. It was much colder, like -50 below zero. They're being hunted by polar bears. Okay, there's a lot of crazy shit going down.
On the ship, they're being hunted by polar bears.
Well, if they leave the ship, like a polar bear is getting them.
Okay.
And they're dying of lead poisoning from their food. So there's like literally things coming at them from every direction.
Yeah.
This equates to my theory about Lewis and Clark as well. Going out there, going down rivers, doing all this exploration.
Yeah.
Now, this also equates to ants.
Okay.
And how ants send
Would you
out...
be Lewis or would you be Clark?
Clark, no doubt.
Okay.
Ants send out their Lewis and Clark, their terror ships. They send out those ants first. They're like, go, men, go, 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 go. Look for the food, the honey, the sugar, go.
Yeah.
And as our resident killer, as our resident god and devil of insects, I realize I'm out here killing the Lewis and Clark, the terror, all the explorers that have the balls to leave their hives first and try to find passage.
So now you're feeling like I really messed up.
Yes. I'm killing the bravest of their kind.
Yes.
The most willing.
The ones that are going to actually like create some change
Yes,
for them as a civilization.
Exactly. They're going out there trying to explore, is our world flat? Is it a sphere? They're the ones that are going
Do they
back.
have sugar? Do they not?
Exactly. Can I feed my family in this house?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't get that chance. You're dead. You're dead. Killing them.
I know.
Piece by piece.
I know.
What could they have become if it wasn't for me?
How many explorers died via squash that didn't even get to be the Lewis and Clark?
Hundreds. Thousands at this point, Alina. I'm fucking Windexing the entire kitchen.
No, I'm saying humans.
Oh, humans? Oh. You know, well, in the show The Terror, everyone dies.
Yeah, there could have been like 3 more Lewis and Clarks in there.
I know. All these men are like out there being so brave, just like these ants. And I am the destroyer. I am the polar bear.
Yeah.
I'm killing things left and right.
Yep.
And it's just crazy to think like, now us humans, we go on vacation.
Yeah.
Vacation. And then their explorations was their vacation. And they potentially had death as an option.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, okay, like, let's go see Europe. And they're like, let's go see the world, but maybe die.
Well, we have that same.
Oh. I guess, but like, okay, we don't like to think like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
how dare you bring up death again? You're the one that said we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you're right.
How could you?
I know.
It just seems crazy that like the only way to see the world was like
So are
potentially
you
see the world and die.
I know.
Same as the ants.
So-
They're potentially gonna save their families.
Are
and
you
leave
gonna
their homes.
leave?
No, I'm gonna keep killing.
Because we just saw a spider, the same spider that we
I
saw
tried to
before.
kill it a week ago.
Yeah, we saw him crawling, and he's still here.
Yeah.
Aren't we doing like
A service?
That's Lewis right there.
Well, I felt like he was a fan of the pod.
Yeah, he was.
It's like if he's coming back for more,
yeah,
I'm gonna keep him alive.
Yeah.
And I feel differently about different bugs. Like sometimes like it keeps me up at night when I kill a spider, but if I kill an ant, I could sleep soundly.
Have you ever seen like a little baby ant? And you're like,
No, all ants are babies to me.
no, there's big ones and then there's the little ones.
Never seen them. I've only seen ants same size. And
I've
I think if
seen-
you
I've
ask
seen- have you
anyone
seen
in this room, it's the temperature. I'm not myself. It's the temperature.
What does it have to do with the ant size?
No, it's more of my attitude, my mood.
Oh,
It's
I
my-
love your mood.
Oh, okay.
So, but have you seen a little baby ant?
No, you haven't, Alex. Don't lie to us right now.
I've only ever seen ants that I feel like are the same size. as
Thank
each
you.
other.
So why'd you say yes?
Because he
Because
felt that.
all ants are little baby ants.
That's exactly what I
but
said.
There's ants vary in size too.
No, they don't.
I've never. I can't tell you. I've seen ants.
You're
that
talking about
vary in
different ant
size.
species.
No. Sometimes the ants they're like, oh, you got ass, and they're like they're
No.
long, and then sometimes they're like tiny. They're like half the size of a normal ant, and you're like, you're a child. They sent a child out to go scour.
No. I think you're talking about different species of ants.
No, there's no different species of ants. There's either
yeah, there
red
is.
ants or black
There's
ants.
No,
definitely
there's different species of ants.
There's 2 species of
No,
ants.
there's not.
No.
There's 2
No,
species
there's
of
not.
ants.
You have to retract that.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, he's looking
There's
at Mary.
2 species.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
So you're telling me that it's not a baby and it's its own
It's a
kind of
different
ant?
There are
species.
different kinds of ants. I'll tell you that there are definitely more than 2 different kinds of ants. I can't tell you whether the specific ant you saw was a baby ant or not, but I can tell you there's more than just red ants and brown ants. And we have to go to the bonus.
Damn, I was really busy talking about exploration.
And me ants.
Oh, but I got a song for you.
There's-
Get ready.
There's at least 7 top ant species you might see in the U.S.
Okay, and we're not talking about we're not talking about the blue ones in Bug's
No,
Life.
no, we're just talking about no.
There's the odorous house ants, the pavement ants, the carpenter ants, the Argentine ants, the crazy ants, the ghost ants, the fire ants.
Ghost animal.
I want to know more about this.
Well, maybe we'll talk about it in the bonus.
Wow. I
Told
just thought they were sending little like child labor for their camp.
No. These are
Send the child in.
Keep the children at
find
home.
He'll find the sugar.
They never do. They
He's
never
like
find the
in
obvious
He's in the
food.
closet. I'm like, okay.
Nothing's there.
All right. We'll see you in the bonus.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.